What are we gonna do tonight, O.C.G?
Well, the same thing we try to do every night, Bertrum. Take over the world. I mean, YouTube. Take over YouTube.
Please note, O.C.G is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
Shut up, Bertrum.
Okay, shutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant / factotum Bertrum. Say hello, Bertrum.
Hello, Bertrum.
And this is our live stream for Insert Game Title here. So let me just begin by saying that this stream was made for children. I mean, not made for children. So, Mum and Dad, if you decide to show this to your children, maybe mute the audio. Now, let's commence with the profanity-strewn livestream that contains references to sex, mutilation, and torture. Ha ha ha! I'm only kidding. There is no torture. So, do you realize, Bertrum, that we have been streaming now for over a year?
Oh, wow.
Yes, how things have changed this last year. Well, you died and were resurrected a la Jesus Christ, or as I like to call him, the Zaz. I married and divorced a woman who literally had sex with everything. Men, women, buildings. True story. She is the first woman in human history to actually bring the Eiffel Tower to orgasm.
Oh my!
Yes. And I have become steadily more and more intolerant, and incontinent, and impotent. So, in a nutshell, a lot has happened this last year. Now, speaking of my ex-wife, did I tell you, Bertrum, that my ex-wife actually worked on the original Night of the Living Dead softcore pornography parody, Night of the Living Bed, about a bed that would come to life and eat people foolish enough to make love on it. Interesting, no? What are you doing, Bertrum?
I'm looking for the movie online.
Well, you can do that later. It's bollocks anyway. Do you know what else is bollocks, Bertrum? Something has just come to mind and I simply must rant. I mean, tell you about it. There is something very misleading about RPG titles. Dragon Quest, for instance, has absolutely nothing to do with a dragon. And Final Fantasy, Well, how can it be the final one if you keep bloody making them? Let's see, the last story? Well, it most certainly was not the last story. Lost Odyssey? Well, it's not bloody lost. I have played it many times. I'd say it's more found Odyssey than lost Odyssey. I could go on. And I shall. Now the Witcher, well, there's more than one Witcher, so it should be called The Witchers. Alpha Protocol. You know, I actually liked that game. I want a remaster of that game. No, I demand it. Come on, Sega. Stop fondling Sonic's rings and give me a remaster of Alpha Protocol. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy, let me tell you a story, dear viewer. Back in 1997, when I was younger than I am now, and my penis was just starting to grow, I asked my father to buy for me Final Fantasy VII, which had just been released. I excitedly awaited his return, chasing my sibling around our home with a knife while wearing a Jason Voorhees mask to pass the time.
Oh, I remember their funeral. Was a tacky affair.
'Twas that. So, my father returns with the PlayStation game under his arm. I grab it from him, as was customary in those days, and scream in horror as I behold not Final Fantasy VII, the game I had dreamed of owning, but Skull Monkeys. That's right, fucking Skull Monkeys.
Is that a real game?
Oh, it's much worse than that, Bertram. It's a nightmare.
So what did you do?
Well, I did what any spoiled child would do. I beat him over the head with the game until blood came out of his ears. And then I took said game and traded it in at my local gaming boutique for a copy of Final Fantasy VII. I never knew what an orgasm was until I took that game home and gently inserted it into my PlayStation. 'Twas then that I realized I had also asked my father to purchase a PlayStation, and he fucking forgot.
Oh, so what did you insert the disc into?
You know, Bertram, the cat never forgave me. But it's not all doom and gloom. Once my father recovered, he went and purchased that PlayStation, and I played Final Fantasy VII. The rest, as they say, is history.
Oh, what a lovely story.
Isn't it, though? You know, Bertram, I procured this game for free. And I definitely did not shoplift it from my local game. Nope, absolutely not. You know, I haven't seen value for money like that since I got 75% off at my local massage establishment.
Isn't that a brothel?
Yes, Bertram, it is. Why don't you say it a little louder? I don't think my wife quite heard you.
Isn't that a brothel?
I was being sarcastic, you crumbly biscuit.
Oh. So tell me, how did you get 75% off?
Well, my lady of choice had recently been in an unfortunate helicopter accident and was now simply a head on a stick.
Oh.
She had a mouth on her, I can tell you. Ha ha ha.
And not much else, it would seem. Doesn't your wife disagree with this little hobby of yours?
Well, she doesn't know. My first wife found out, so I did the natural thing and plotted to murder her.
And did you succeed? In killing her, I mean?
Sadly, not. The stupid woman managed to flush herself down the toilet before I got the chance to put my plan into action.
How? How does one flush themselves down the toilet?
Well, it's more common than you might think, Bertram, though usually just with small people. I heard Peter Dinklage had a close call while taking a toilet break on the set of Game of Thrones. Why aren't you laughing, Bertram? What are you doing?
I thought I saw a raisin on the ground, so I ate it.
And?
It was actually one of Bertie's poo-poos.
Remind me again. Who is Bertie?
My mouse.
I hope that's not a euphemism.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a... You know what? Never mind. Oh, yes, Bertie, that thing you keep in your pockets.
That thing is called Bertie. It's like Bertram, but it's not.
Thank you for educating me on that, Bertram. Could you and your mouse please pay attention? How are you supposed to laugh at my jokes if you keep getting distracted with raisins?
It was a poo-poo. At least I think it was.
You leave the thinking to me, Bertram. I'm the brains in this operation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just off to stick my fingers in a wall socket. I've run out of coffee, and I need a little boost. Ow! That hurts. Ow! That hurts. Ow! That hurts.
You heard him, dear viewer. He's the brains of the operation.
Shut up, Bertram, and telephone me an ambulance. I appear to have electrocuted myself.
What about the stream?
Oh yes. Well, let's finish the stream first. Bertram, put that gun down.
Oh, sorry.
You know, I've never held a gun myself. Well, not recently, though I was once quite the regular of what the Americans call gay bars. Now, of course, that's a different gun entirely, though just as lethal, as Freddie Mercury will attest. So, back to the stream.
Don't you have a driving lesson today? You know, to get your license back?
Ah, well remembered, Bertram.
Why did you lose your license in the first place?
Well, I'm not to be trusted on the road, Bertram. Reason number one why I no longer have a driving license: I once confused the steering wheel with my penis. I made a terrible mess, and the shopping centre needed new windows. And staff. Reason number two why I no longer have a driving license: when I see a helpless old man or woman crossing the road, I have the uncontrollable urge to shout abuse at them, and or run them over. Yes. Reason number three why I no longer have a driving license: I took my first car for a test drive in the local park. I didn't realize there was anyone there. It was bloody 5 in the morning. But upon checking my tires when I got home, I found what was left of the postman and several dog walkers. Luckily, I had some spare tires, so crisis averted. Ha ha! Reason number 3 why I no longer have a driving license.
Reason number 4, I think.
Ah, well spotted, Bertram. Reason number 4. I ran through a red light once. If only I'd remembered to bring the car. And my clothes.
When was that?
Oh. Let's see. 2007, I believe. Oh, yes, now I remember. I was on my way to pick up Heavenly Swords.
Oh, I like that game.
Do you know, Bertram, that women have told me in the past that I have a Heavenly Sword? Ha ha, if you know what I mean. I say Heavenly Sword, but it's more Heavenly Dagger. No, Heavenly Penknife.
Heavenly Needle?
No, Bertram. You're not allowed to make fun of my penis. Only I'm allowed to make fun of my penis.
Sorry.
'Twas an amusing joke, though. So I said to him, "Look here, Governor. I in absolutely no way wish to have sex with your wife. For 2 reasons, actually. Number 1, she's not incredibly attractive. Number 2, the woman is a bloody zombie. Now, personally, sir, I don't know about you, but I prefer my women to have a little more meat on their bones." And do you know what he said to me then, Bertram? Just wait till you get a bloody load of this. He said...
This game looks like a cartoon.
I must confess that I have fallen out of favour with cartoons as of late. They've become rather tame for my tastes. I will now only watch cartoons if they have graphic violence, cross-dressing, nudity, and or animal cruelty. So, pretty much anything featuring the Looney Tunes. Yes, I was aroused by cartoon characters long before I was ever aroused by human beings. I only have to say the words Jessica Rabbit or Donald Duck to send myself into some kind of sexual frenzy. Though, I do not recommend making love to pictures. That's the perfect way to give yourself a paper cut somewhere you really do not want a paper cut. And oh, by the way, Bertram, remind me that we have 2 reviews to do today.
Oh, wow.
I know what you're thinking. 2 reviews in the same day? I know, Bertram. I am usually fortunate if I can remember to use the bathroom twice a day. Oh, that reminds me. Better change my underpants. I'll do it after this part.
Are you not going to read out the comments?
Read the comments, indeed. You know, Bertram, I remember a time when reading simply meant looking at the pictures and making up your own story. Granted, there isn't much story in an issue of Playboy, but still...
Speaking of reading, I'm glad this game has subtitles.
Bertram, subtitles are for people who are deaf and or stupid.
That's not very nice.
What did you say?
That's not very nice.
What did you say?
That's not very nice.
What did you say?
Nothing.
What did you say? Just a little joke there. Sit still, Bertram. You're making me nervous.
Oh, sorry.
I have been known to bust a move myself. That's right, Bertram.
When?
Well, you see, I had a very brief stint where I busted this drug dealer called a move. So, I bust a move.
Oh.
You didn't think I was talking about dancing, did you? Oh, good Lord, no. I don't dance. I leave that to commoners and relatives who drink too much at funerals. I tell you, Bertram, that Lady Demetresque is quite the catch. In fact, if she were a fish, you would need an incredibly large net. Yes. That woman is so tall, I think she could tickle King Kong's ballsack. Ha ha. And another... Shit. Please note that Stephen Hawking was not harmed in the making of this live stream. But that's because he's dead. A bold statement, you might be thinking, but so is stating that my wife has more hair on her bottom lip than I do. It doesn't make either statement any less true.
I'm getting peckish. Do you think that shop on the corner will have any Twinkies? I had one of them in Florida once, and I suddenly have a craving.
This is Britain, Bertram. We have everything here. I mean, for God's sake, I once saw a shop selling imported boxes of Cocoa Pops. A product that we've been able to get here for centuries. And this particular shop went to all the trouble of importing bloody Cocoa Pops. And then had the nerve to charge 3 times what they usually sell for. Bloody Cocoa Pops for the same price I could buy condoms. Extra large condoms. Extra large condoms. And while I'm ranting, I was on the PlayStation Store last night, and do you know there is a game for sale there where you play as a slice of bread? A bloody slice of bread. Not even a sandwich. A piece of bloody flipping bread.
What is it called?
I am bread.
Oh, catchy.
It most certainly is not catchy. Oh, that reminds me. Did I tell you that I once saw a shop selling imported boxes of Cocoa Pops? A product we've been able to get here for centuries. And this particular shop went to all the trouble of importing bloody Cocoa Pops, and then had the nerve to charge 3 times what they usually sell for.
Yes, you did tell me. Less than 2 minutes ago, in fact.
Ah, well that's okay then. Now remind me when we're done with this stream to blowtorch my underpants.
Okay. Can I ask why?
No, you may not. Well, if you must know, the dryer has broken down.
Oh, I see. So, how is this game that you're playing?
Well, it's about as much fun as tucking your sausage between your legs and talking like a girl.
That's funny.
Oh, thank you, Bertram.
Do I get a prize?
Oh, that won't be necessary. Now get back in your cage. No, actually, hold that thought. Let me kill this imbecile first.
You rang?
I did not ring, Bertram.
Oh, I thought you were calling for me. You said imbecile, and that's what you usually shout at me when you want something.
Yes, that I do, but not this time. Back in your cage, imbecile.
You rang?
No, go away. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. You know, Bertram, I was abducted by aliens once. Yes, quite a few years ago now. And let me just say that the anal probing that everyone seems to have a problem with, it really wasn't that bad. And I'll tell you another thing. Oh, bugger me with a monument.
I, topped up your drink for you.
Ah, thank you, Bertram. You are useful after all.
Oh, that's the second time you've said that this week.
When was the first?
The other night when you told me to come into your bed and touch your...
Thank you, Bertram. I think that will be all. Go and play with, Mystic Meg.
Who?
Never mind. So, back to the game. Get out of the way, you idiot. What are you doing?
Oh, I remember. She was that old woman who predicted the lottery numbers.
Well done, Bertram.
I had quite a crush on her.
I take back my well done. Shut up, Bertram, and never speak again. And now a message from our sponsor. Yours truly, me. Ladies and gentlemen's toilets, thank you very much for watching my stream. 'Tis fabulous, isn't it? And aren't I the most handsome man you have ever seen? I beg your pardon. Well, that's just rude. Are you hearing this, Bertram? Bertram! Wake up, Bertram! Ugh. Good help is so hard to find these days. You know, I think Bertram was a village idiot in a past life. Regardless, thank you very much for watching the stream. Feel free to continue to watch the stream and laugh at my jokes. All of my jokes. They're very amusing. So, what did I think of this Ghostwire Tokyo Prelude thing? Well, I'm so glad you asked, dear viewer.
I didn't hear anything.
Shut up, Bertram. Well, let me just say that I'm glad the actual game isn't this weird visual novel thing. There's a little bit too much reading for my liking. Now, the only thing I want to read is the obituaries when Bertram finally dies.
Oh, you're mean.
I jest. Even that would be too much reading for me. So, I'm still very much excited for Ghostwire Tokyo. In fact, look up the newest trailer on YouTube, dear viewer.
Did you know it started life as The Evil Within 3?
Of course I knew that, Bertram. I know everything. And I bloody love The Evil Within.
Yes, I know you do. What I don't love is having to wash your soiled underpants every time you play it.
Oh. Bertram, you joker, you. Soil my underpants, indeed.
No, I'm being serious. Every time you play that game, you shit your... Ow!
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That brings an end to tonight's sex show. I mean, live stream. Damn it, I always say that. If you've enjoyed this live stream, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then, feel free to give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to hit that bloody like, subscribe, bell button thingy. Feel free to share this video with everyone you know. But remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Say goodbye, Bertrum.
Goodbye, Bertram!
Are you still here? Go away! I'm sure you've got something better to do with your time. No, seriously. Piss off! Be gone! Au revoir! Auf Wiedersehen! Bye! What in the hell is wrong with you? Go away! Vacate this space! Hit the cross at the top of the screen! The video is done! It's over! It's finito! It's caputo!